Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Welcome to my first update of my low buy year 2025. So this is the January update. It's being filmed in the beginning of February, but it'll be about my January progress. So there will be two parts to this video. The first part will be my thoughts and feelings and my results from my plans to my low buy. Did I follow my rules? What are my feelings? Was there any temptations? Did I give in to temptations? That sort of thing. So that'll be my low buy update. And then the second part is my reverse Rouge plan. If you have seen my introduction, you would know that I'm trying to use up $1,000 worth of beauty products in an effort to reduce my collection and my overconsumption of beauty products where I try to buy too much. And so that's one part of it. Another part of it is I'm trying to not be rouge, as in I'm trying to not spend $1,000 or more at Sephora this year, which I unfortunately have done in many years past. I am ashamed to admit, because I really feel like that money could have gone somewhere else for me. Even as play money, I probably could have put it towards, a purse or this and that, something else more indulgent than just excess makeup. Although this is all personal opinion and feelings, everyone is different. Everyone has different ideas of how they would be happy with their makeup collection, and there is no judgment here from me and hopefully not from you. So let's get started. For my first update of my no buy year, I have the rule of 12, which means that I can buy 12 items in this year at no, consequence that is allowed. And these 12 items can be a lipstick, a highlighter, an eyeshadow, just because those, or a lipstick, blush, highlighter, or eyeshadow, because those are the categories, ironically, I have issues with, as in they're all, I have too many of all of them, but at the same time, because I have that problem, I keep wanting to buy them. So in an effort to curb my spending, but yet still enjoy trying new products, I've given myself 12 purchases that I can make out of those categories, my problem categories, but I can only get 12 of any combination thereof. And if I declutter or use up things in the lipstick and eyeshadow category, I'm allowed to buy them. If I didn't, then I'm not even allowed to buy from the eyeshadow or lipstick category. I hope that's clear as mud. We will see as the year go along. I'm sure I will show you examples. But anyway, so far, I have not bought anything, drumroll, in the month of January. Woo, go me. So I have not purchased anything at all, beauty related, in the month of January at all. Zero, nothing, nada, no soaps, no hand lotion, no lipstick, nothing. And let me tell you, it was hard. It was very, very hard. Especially, weirdly, there was a week where I had this death flu. Oh my goodness, it was horrible. I've just gotten better at it now, or better from it now. And I just felt just very, very sick, obviously. And as I was recovering, that is the point of weakness. When I'm feeling bad, mentally or physically, that's when I used to just pull up my Sephora app and just scroll through and see what's new. I love the news section and check out what's new and see, ooh, I might want this, I might want that. And then they add on top of it, of course, enticement of, things like with this purchase you can get this deluxe sample for free, and then I wanted to try that deluxe sample of something, why don't I purchase to get that? So all of that is always going through my head when I'm scrolling the Sephora app. And I will admit, I actually did scroll through it when I was feeling bad, both mentally and physically, sort of lying on my bed trying to recuperate. And it's just old habits. You pull up the Sephora app. That's what I do in Canada. We unfortunately don't have access to Ulta, which I'm very sad about. But anyway, so this time though, it was different because I pulled up Sephora app and I looked at the new things and nothing enticed me. And I'm like sitting here trying to get up the nerve or the gumption to buy something or consider buying something to get that wanting sensation. Nothing. I was not attracted to anything. I briefly appreciated all the new releases, and I'm not going to lie and say I wasn't slightly tempted or drawn towards an item, but there was no sort of I must have it now feeling, which I used to have quite often, even on low buys, even on no buys. I really felt that way quite often in the past, and I didn't this time. It was very surprising. I had to be very honest with myself and sit there with my feelings, and I just didn't feel anything in terms of the urgency of wanting to buy something. That may change throughout this year, but for the month of January, there was hardly any temptation. I will now list out the temptations that I wanted to probably try if I guess my brain was more prepared to analyze and research these new releases, but because it's so tired from fighting the flu, I just have no energy to vet these slight wants. So anyway, Tom Ford came out with some eyeshadow palettes that are right up my alley. I love the formula. I love the colors. So I was very interested in those. YSL is always near and dear to my heart. They came out with these gorgeous blushes. A few colors caught my eye. What else? Dior came out with this cushion highlighters and then cushion foundations, which I'm super interested in. Dior has gone clean recently. I don't know what that means per se in their formula, but at least they're trying, and I appreciate that. I have a preference for clean products, so it makes me doubly interested in Dior. And Chanel came out with a beautiful spraying collection, especially of these lip balms that looked beautiful. And I'm currently panning one of the lip balms, and so I know exactly how much I like it, and I like it a lot. So the old urge was, since I'm panning one, why don't I buy not a backup, but at least an alternate in that formula to use later for my collection. So their want is always there. It's just not as deep, and it's easily quelled. It's easily, said no to. So those were the releases that I took note of, but that I said easily no to. I may revisit any or all of them or none of them. We won't know. I will definitely keep you updated. But that's kind of been the status of my low buy, which is no buy in the month of January. I am very proud of that. I will say I think the single most different thing this year compared to past years where low buys and no buys have worked, but they haven't quelled my need to want something desperately as easily as this year, is maybe when I'm strengthening the muscle. I've been doing low buys for the past 2-3 years. I started off with a no buy, I think in 2019 maybe, but it was privately. I didn't record it or anything. I just didn't let myself buy anything that year. But anyway, so one is I think I'm now in the habit of a low buy. Two is project panning. So if you have looked through my channel at all, you have seen that I have so many projects this year to project pan my collection to really get it to a number that I'm happy with. And I really feel like project panning has completely project panning in earnest, because I have done so again in years past where I've done Pan That Palette and various other challenges, but this year I've just, for some reason, I'm mentally and physically ready to tackle my collection, so much so that I've been very faithful to my projects. I haven't abandoned them. Usually by now I would have abandoned some projects. So and keeping on strong, and panning a lipstick or an eyeshadow, it just opens your eyes to just how long a product lasts and how you should probably think long and hard before adding to your collection. That's been my experience anyway, and I'm loving it. So anyway, so that's the low buy portion. Now comes the sort of more fun part, is all of my empties. These are empties from January alone, empties or declutters, and I will specify what they are. I'm not going to care either way if it's declutter versus using up, just because they're exiting my collection and I paid money for them in the beginning of how they got into my collection. So I'm treating them the same. I believe probably next year moving forward, I'll just have less and less declutters, because I'll have narrowed my collection down to such a happy level that I probably will be decluttering less and less and be using up more and more. So you'll probably see most declutters this year versus subsequent years from now, because I'll be be more and more happy with my collection. Hopefully that is the goal. Okay, so first one is One Love Organics Botanical Bee Enzyme Cleansing Oil. Absolutely love this. Beautiful formulation, smells like a spa. Removed my makeup really well, did not sting my eyes. I highly recommend it. It is pricey, so I would only get it on sale. I'll put the price of everything down below. And at the end, give you a total of how much I used up. But love this cleansing oil. Next one, this is an empty, so that was an empty. This is an empty of Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. My ride or die, I have to always have one of these in my collection. When my skin is just out of sorts, I pile this on away from my eyes because it actually does sting my eyes. So I pile it away from keep it away from my eye area. But for the rest of the face, it is amazing. It soothes and gently refines the skin, and you wake up with baby soft skin. And it's not super strong, potent acids, so it doesn't do it that way. It soothes the skin instead of irritates it with acids. I absolutely love this. I always have to have one on deck. So this is an empty. This is kind of an empty / declutter. It's a Paracone Eyelid Lift Serum. Having so many products, I really just forgot about it. I used it maybe 30 times, I want to say. So it's a pre-serum. You put it on your eyelid before your eye cream. It's supposed to tighten up your eyelid, which I'm starting to need as I get older. I was applying my eyeshadow the other day, and like the skin didn't snap back as it did when I was younger. I was moving my skin around, for lack of a better word, and it wasn't going back in place, and I was terrified, guys. That is the beautiful part of aging. Yeah, so this, I definitely want to buy something, either this or something similar to it again, and actually use up the bottle. It went bad, unfortunately. It got goopy and it changed color, so I had to declutter it. But I definitely want something like this going forward, and I will actually use it this time. Now these are declutters, or no, this is a used up, right? Yeah, this is a used up. So this is a Plume, the brand Plume. It's a clean brand, Plume eyebrow pencil. So it just doesn't click up anymore. Oh, wait, it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a little tiny bit left. Okay, well, I'll finish it up. But that's all there is left. So this is an empty. This is an eyebrow pencil empty. And then this one, however, this is a Kosas eyebrow gel. I'm so upset about this. This is a declutter. It works beautifully. It makes the eyebrows look so bushy but natural, non-crunchy. It's amazing. I love how it looks on my brows. Guess what? I'm allergic to it. It actually makes my brow hair fall out and causes my eyebrows to break out. And I have this problem once in a while with brow products just because my skin is so sensitive. So unfortunately, this is a declutter. It breaks my heart because I love it. And so if you know any alternatives to how your brow gel performs to this Kosas one, please let me know. I adore this. But my skin does not, so it's a declutter. It kills me. I just wish my skin wasn't so sensitive, but it is. So what are you going to do? Okay, the next is Be Kind. It's a nail polish, and I'm decluttering it because the color doesn't look good on my skin tone, and I didn't know until I tried it. So that's as simple as that. Wrong color for my nails. It makes them look ashy and kind of dead looking, which you never want for your manicure to look. So it's a declutter. A gel black mint cleanser from Odacite. I love this brand. It's an amazing French natural brand. I get along with 90% of their products. I absolutely adore this brand. It's so beautiful, and I love the cleanser. It's very refreshing. It's great for combination skin. I typically use it in the summertime, but I can even extend it into the fall, and it's fine for my dry skin. It keeps it clear, keeps my skin clear and hydrated. I love this cleanser. Just random Deborah Lippmann. It's called the Stripper lacquer remover. So nail polish remover. And last one of all the other brands, this one's called Alima Pure, and it's an eyeshadow primer. This is not talked about at all, this brand, Alima Pure. It's sold from the Detox Market. I love it. It's a clean eyeshadow primer. Who would have thunk that's available? The only other brand that used to have an eyeshadow primer that was clean was Ilia, and I don't know, they either don't make it anymore or maybe they make a different version, but I didn't like that one because it was a little too fragranced. Although they were so kind, I wrote that on my story and they kindly wrote back and said, we didn't fragrance it, it's just the ingredients are naturally fragranced. So it was so nice of them to not get mad at me because I was pretty harsh with my review of their eyeshadow base. But anyway, this is empty and I immediately have a full new one. I love this eye primer and it's clean. I try to use clean products as much as I can. And now you will see a whole bunch of empties from my beauty counter line. I'm not affiliate with them anymore, but you know, they are clean and I love the products and I still do use them. I have a ton of them in my inventory. I used them when I was pregnant and breastfeeding because I felt it was the safest for my beauty regimen at the time. I don't regret it and I enjoyed everything. But I'll quickly go through those because typically people are not interested in this brand or they might feel resentful about the brand. So I'll just quickly move through, but they are part of my empty, so I'm going to count them for, if nothing else, for in terms of pricing. So I used up a empty, a cleanser and a moisturizer, another moisturizer, a mascara, a skin oil. So this is discontinued anyway from them, but if anyone knows, I use this for redness. It actually corrects my redness from broken capillaries on my skin really well. If anyone has a suggestion of an alternate product, I would love to hear it because I have redness all over my nose from broken capillaries. And this was the only skin oil that I have found, or serum, skin or oil or serum that helps control it super well. So I'm very sad that I used it up. I think I still have one more bottle, but I really need an alternate. Anybody, please. Vitamin C serum from them as well. And then a charcoal bar. I kept the container to show you, so obviously the bar is gone, but it's a body bar. It's a charcoal bar. It's really great for removing, just detoxifying the body, and just even for odor protection a little bit. And then a body cream. So I used up so many products this month, as well as Decluttered, and I will put the total down below. I bet it's pretty high. Because of that, I've actually increased my target. So I wanted to use up $1,000 worth of products, use up / declutter. I think I'm well on my way to 3,000. So I think I will move up my target of my empties and declutters to $3,000 from this year. Let's hope I can do it. I'm so excited to try. What are your low buy plans? How have you done in the month of January? Please share. I would love to know so we can keep each other accountable and start our journeys on underconsumption. So I really welcome all and any feedback, and I can't wait to chat with you guys in the comments. Please like this video and subscribe for my February update. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.